Thank you so much for speaking to ET now. A very encouraging signals coming in from the new government. The sugar stocks they have a reason to be buoyant today. What is your reaction? Do you think this export subsidy, which is being proposed to be hiked to 3,300 once again, which was abruptly cut to 2,200 by the previous government, are these giving you reasons to cheer right now?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, this was the first meeting of a group of ministers in the new government. And if this group of ministers is appreciative and is understanding the problems of the sugar industry and the sugarcane farmers, it's wonderful. And that is why we expect better days now from here on. As far as the export incentive is concerned, the government had decided that 3,300 will be revised recalculated, I would say, every 2 months on the basis of rupee-dollar exchange rate. And the rupee has only appreciated, and therefore this 3,300 should have gone up and not down. And therefore, if there is a correction and they're bringing it back to 3,300, it's a pure correction, that's all, and following the rules.
Okay, so essentially yes, that is something that most people in the industry have also held. For you at this point of time, the biggest agenda that you're pushing on the table is a hike in import duty, isn't it? And you've sought something like 40% from the current 15%. What is your reasoning behind it, and do you think it's possible, and how soon would it be possible?
See, this is a demand that we were making for the last almost about 7 to 8 months. Because we have surplus sugar in the country. We opened this sugar season with about 40 lakh tons of surplus. We would be exporting about 20 lakh tons during the seasons, which means that we will be carrying about 20-25 lakh tons into the next sugar season as surplus, for which the government is assisting us to export. We are struggling to export. Now, it doesn't make sense when we have surplus sugar in the country, when the domestic prices are depressed, that the government is helping us to export sugar, but allowing that sugar to come back into the country only because the import duty is low. The global prices are also depressed, and therefore there is a real threat that sugar will get imported if this 15% low import duty is continued. And therefore our demand, our request has been appreciated, and we understand that this group of ministers is going to recommend for increase from 15% to 40%, and we'll have to wait and see and hope that the Ministry of Finance takes a very quick decision.
But it's a significant jump we are talking about from 15 to 40. The last time with the export incentive, as you would like to call it, also we ran into some issues with the WTO, Brazil, Australia, everyone was crying foul. Why do you think that this import duty will not create such challenges for the ministry at an international level?
No, see, the import duty, the bound rate up to which the import duty on sugar can go is 60%. So if it goes up to 60%, there is no international issue at all on that.
So you don't think this will be a concern for the new government?
Not at all, not at all. Because sugar prices are depressed. It is about 4,000 rupees per ton lower than what it was almost about 1.5 years back. So in fact, the sugar has a negative inflation. So therefore, I don't think there is any concern whatsoever for the government to ensure that the sugar prices improve. And the sugar prices need to improve because we need to cover our costs. And only if I cover costs will I be able to clear the cane price areas of the farmers.
Good thing you talk about the cane price areas of the farmers, the cost issue. What has been the trend in the farmers' dues? Has it been rising? If so, has the pace been scuttled at least? Because the previous government did give some sops to the industry to deal with this farmer payment issue. What is your reading of the situation?
See, first of all, let me talk about the sops that the government gave. Export incentive. Under the export incentive, on 28th of February, they said 40 lakh tons of sugar can be exported at 3,300. Just after 1 month, this 3,300 was unreasonably reduced to 2,277, and the sentiments were very badly hit. Just about 5 lakh tons has gone under this export incentive scheme. So the benefit of the SOP is not there at all. On the interest subvention on the loans to be given by the banks, they had calculated that about 6,600 crore would be given to the industry. Out of that, only 4,000 crore has been disbursed till date because the conditions imposed by Ministry of Finance are very, very tough. So these need to be relaxed if we need to pay to the farmers. As far as cane price areas is concerned, about 11,000 crore, which is historically the highest ever. But if you really see the breakup, this pertains to 7,200 crores is Uttar Pradesh and about 2,400 crore is Karnataka. And why is that? Because both these states have fixed unreasonably high sugarcane prices.
So you are saying that the restrictions or rather the conditions imposed at the finance ministry's level were they were difficult, or are the banks still reluctant to lend to sugar mills?
Now see, if there is a scheme from the government, if they want to assist the industry, if they want to pay to the farmers, want us to pay to the farmers, because all this loan has to directly go to the farmers. So if you have a scheme and then you tell us to go and struggle with the banks on all kinds of commercial conditions, where is the help? Where is the stop? I would have gone directly to the bank and got on commercial conditions. Therefore, if you are going to help the industry, you need to put down relaxed conditions.
So could you confirm to us what kind of hurdles are you facing from the bank side? For instance, are they seeking some extra guarantees? Or what is it that they want? Personal guarantees from the promoters? What is it that they are looking for?
Exactly, you've got the right point. They're asking for personal guarantees. For, I mean, if I'm giving my whole asset as a guarantee to you, I don't know why they want an additional personal guarantee. That is one. Two is for the sick units, for NPA units. I mean, they require, after all, the farmers have supplied to all kinds of factories and they need to get the payment. So if you put a condition saying that NPA units need to get a state government guarantee, no state government is going to give a guarantee for a private sugar mill. Therefore, these conditions make no sense at all. And therefore, if we really want to help the farmers, if we really want to help all the mills across the country, you need to ensure that the conditions imposed are suitable and agreeable to the banks. Now, if you yourself from the Ministry of Finance put very difficult conditions, banks cannot relax those conditions.
But at this point, if, like for instance, you raised a point about a sick unit. Now, why will, I mean, considering this, I mean, we'll also have to agree that the state of the PSU banks, the bad loan quality issues, these are some things that are worrying them at their own business level, which you and I may or may not relate to or agree to at this point of time, but they have their own business concerns. At this point of time, how fair is it for a government scheme to pay off a farmer, for them to impose that pressure on that bank, which is also answerable to its shareholders, its stakeholders? How do you think that is workable? Can the government come out with a scheme where it can get the payment from the mill to the farmer directly? Maybe use the sugar surplus fund that is there available. Is there some recommendation on those lines that you would consider at this point?
See, first of all, why have these sugar mills fallen sick? It's not because of bad management or anything else. It's only because of bad sugar cane pricing policy. These cane price areas and most of the sickness is in the states where the cane pricing policy is very unreasonable and the prices are very, very high. Let's take for example Uttar Pradesh, where most of the sickness is there. Uttar Pradesh, the cost of production of sugar is about 36 rupees per kilo. And if I get a recovery or a price realization for sugar of 31 rupees, I certainly lose. So first of all, if the government continues to control, or the state governments continue to control and unreasonably manage the sugarcane pricing policy, you are forcing me to sickness. If you feel that the public sector banks cannot give me a loan because they feel I am sick, I am not able to pay, then we need to find solutions to the sugarcane pricing policy so that the cane price areas don't get built up every time. And I am not forced to the sickness. It is not my bad management. It is the outside factors, external factors, which are forcing me to this situation.
So at this point of time, you said the arrears are about 11,000 crores. 6,600 crores is what was approved, though only 4,000 has actually materialized. Would you want to ask for more such a soft loan facility from the finance ministry at this point?
Yes, certainly. I mean,
and how much would that be?
I mean, that will depend on the government. I mean, we want them to give us 3,000-4,000 crore more of loans, but then they have to also ensure that the people who have not got the loans also get the loans. It's not that the people who have already got the loans, cleared the cane price areas, they get more loan. That is not going to solve the problem. The solution lies in the fact that people who have not got the loan, the farmers attached those factories who have not got the cane price areas, they need to be ensured and they need to be assured that they're going to get the loan.
And we are at that time of the year where meetings begin, people start talking about what should be the cane price for the next season, etc. What is your expectation? How much should it be, and what are you? So how are you planning to go about it?
See, as compared to the previous years, one important fact we need to remember now. Maharashtra government and Karnataka government, these two governments have already brought in acts linking the sugar cane price to the sugar price and byproducts price realization. So there is no politics there. There will be no need to actually determine or fix the sugarcane price. It's going to be automatically determined as per my revenue realization. And these two states contribute almost 45% to 50% of the country's sugar production. Now, Uttar Pradesh government has already announced a committee to examine the rationalization of sugarcane pricing policy. We expect that committee to come up with their recommendations in the next couple of months, positive recommendation. And if that happens, then about 85% of the country's sugar production will come under the regime of sugarcane price getting determined as per the revenue realization. And then the problem of the sugarcane pricing policy will get resolved.
Yes, that would be the end of all woes, isn't it? Thank you
I
so
believe
much
so.
for
Yeah.
speaking to ET Now. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot.